All right, so wonderful. On this Thursday night, four friends have decided to come together to have a conversation. And I think it's also what's interesting is that the four of us are what you may call self-employed persons ataupun freelancers. And it's really wonderful to gather all us to share a little bit more about how this pandemic is affecting us, right? So everybody say hello. Why so tense?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
All right, so so how are all of you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Good.
No, let's keep it santai lah. It's fine because eventually we're gonna put this recording online. But just to share, maybe you guys can share. So how does this virus or this current pandemic has affected you and your life? Anybody wants to start?
For me,
Oh, sorry. Before that, the one who said for me is Bada Hassan. She's the founder of Artistari Gentari, a Malay dance company. And yeah, so would you like to share something?
Yeah. For me, during this, it's very difficult for me to settle things because I have a project coming up. But the project is postponed. So the responsibility rasa dia kan macam apa now, you are supposed to execute a show with full finesse, but now because of this pandemic that we need to stay home, every night I have to call in my dancers and do video rehearsals via Zoom. So, and it's a bit taxing for me, and also as a I also have office to settle, so macam everyday tu macam it's really difficult to think about the situation inside the office because only myself I can go. Okay, I cannot ask people, So my everyday tu macam prison macam keluar rumah, go grab pergi office, settle stuff in the office, grab balik rehearsal. And then I have to do a lot of administrative until 2 a.m. Then I will sleep. So it's affecting a bit more on my mental punya health lah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why every day I need someone to talk.
And wonderful. And the four of us seems to be quite free tonight to have this conversation. But Bada, just to answer a question also, like how's Zoom rehearsals been for you and your dancers?
Okay, actually the choreography semua I've already, because this project is supposed to be executed next week, but it's postponed next month. Okay, so prior to this partial lockdown or this circuit breaker, I already foresee that this thing will happen. So I rush all the choreographies in the studio very as early as last month. So I got more time to tweak it. I got more time to to take a look at the choreographies lah. And I need to do 15 choreographies. So every day will be macam each item I will take one item, select one item to take a look with the dancers, and of course like as a dancer we is unavoidable. We need to, when we are supposed to do a padada, we need to have a partner. But now it's different. Now I have to prepare my dancers first during the padada, before the circuit breaker, and now it's basically I'm watching you. So as a choreographer, I'm commenting on how you can execute better individually. So collectively via Zoom, macam I can see everyone lah. So if network is good, the synchronization is nice. If not, then the only thing that I can do is to comment about their techniques and about how they can perform it better lah individually. And of course, I have my friend Lyn Hanis to assist me in terms of the girls' technique and everything. So she's always there also.
Okay.
Hi, Lyn.
Yeah, since it's a good segue to just ask a little bit more about Lyn, because Lyn is an independent choreographer, but at the moment she's also been very helpful with Artistari Gentari. And she's also teaching in schools, privately and also in MOE schools lah. So how has this, pandemic affected you?
Okay, let's see, where do I start? A lot actually, because I teach at MOE schools, and then now MOE schools, they have suspended all CCA activities. So which means for people like us, if we don't go in, we don't claim our hours, we don't get paid. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if I would say I wouldn't have any, or I don't have any salary coming in this point of time until July, because MOE schools will be closed until July, right?
Yes.
Or is it suspended until July? So yeah, but very lucky enough that the government has come up with a lot of incentives and directives. Hopefully, we all are eligible for it, because seriously, with actually even the TRF for 500, it's not enough. It's not kita tak bersyukur, but it's not enough. That's the reality of it. And like for all our other shows, like project-wise, usually payment comes after we execute the project. So like now, there's no execution, it's postponement. So if it's postponed until when? August, September, October, then which means salary will also be paid then. Yeah.
And also, Lyn, I want to call you Hanis. Lyn, other than that, since we're talking about Zoom, you had one interesting experience that no dancer came for the Zoom.
Yeah, so yes, I'm also teaching privately. So one of my private studio, the classes, let's not name any party, so to just protect people. So yeah, I was supposed to have a ballet class for Zoom. Class scheduled at 5:30, but I was supposed to have 5 students for that class, but none of my students showed up. So when we called, me and the company director called the parents, the issues were very domestic, because some of them, they didn't have space to prepare for class, and then some of them, the kid, the mom was telling us that the kid, she was not comfortable with long hours sitting in front of the computer or the laptop, so she didn't want to have that interaction with a technical thing, because not a physical human being. And then the other student, the mom was saying that, oh, we have a bar coming in, so we will wait for the bar to come in and then we will join the Zoom class. At this point of time, it's very difficult to also, even if the Zoom classes commence, because with ballet, there's a lot of physical technicalities that has to be corrected in person, because when I
physically.
Yes, physically. I mean, as dance teachers or dancers, like when you do HBL, when you go home-based learning, there's only so much you can do or teach or sampaikan to your students, because it's not like, tiba-tiba gelap, sorry. Yeah, basically that. It's been hell.
No, I think it's good that, we have this, mishaps that's happening also at the same time in our intimate setting, because it just goes to show that, we are, of course, not in the professional setting. We are in the intimacies of our homes. As you can see at the back of my background, I have scallop, curtain. So my house is really as Malay can be lah, kan? And talking about Malay as Malay can be, we have a Pak Popia, Encik Rafil. How do we so your profession is a stylist?
Well, I'm nak cakap daripada semua ke? I'm a fashion stylist, fashion designer, makeup artist,
Wow. Yes, and these are the range of jobs which are also freelancing and self-employed to some extent, kan?
Yeah.
And how has it been for you?
I'm not too sure. Everything is not certain at this moment. Everything is so uncertain, and I am supposed to be in my busiest period of the year because it is the bulan puasa dah nak masuk kan.
Yes,
So
yes.
preparation untuk Ramadan tu memang dah dilakukan lah as scheduled. Then when this thing happened, I just came back from Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Yeah. Then
Jakarta.
Jakarta. Just came back from Jakarta and like I was lucky, I must say, that I missed all the deadlines to be back in Singapore before the lockdown, before the stay-home notice was issued, before the travel bans was given, and there's a lot of plans that I could not do. So actually, if you want to ask me if people ask me every day, what are you doing? You know what's my one-liner answer?
What?
I'm waiting for 2021.
Right. Yeah. No. I think is this need to just say, all these things that we're going through, we are sensing a sense of fatigue, kan? And we are also hoping for something.
Right. For me, I have not developed fatigue lah, but I think there's a lot of anticipation, anxiety that we face, uncertainty. We do not know what's going to happen. Like for me, myself, I'm supposed to launch a collection soon, but production is ongoing. Not too sure at what stage it's completed and all because of the lockdown in overseas in Malaysia and Jakarta. So that really hinders my work. Then with weddings that is like been postponed, and like they come up with legislation about no social gathering in private or public venues for 6 months, which means there will be no wedding until October. And if this pandemic worsen, it's going to be extended until end of the year. I don't know. So it was definitely affecting our rifle.
For sure. I think for a lot of Malay dance in particular, talking about the community that I'm researching, for the Malay dance community, I think, dorang punya rise of wedding shows, for example, right now they are not able to do that because for a lot of these non-profit groups, the remuneration that they get from from weddings, and also what's also affecting is like, for example, for Dian dancers, they had to postpone their production, which was supposed to happen in March, right? And they have to postpone it all the way to November, and that also has a lot to do. That a lot of things needs to be reworked to meet postponement, because it's not a cancellation, it's a postponement, right? It means, then we need to deal with things to do with what to do with the tickets, and how we hope that people will still come for our show in November. And I think, but also at the same time, there's some good in this experience, because I personally, right, being the busy person that I am, I haven't been home so much, and ever since coming back from Australia recently, because I had a PhD residency there, I had to stay home for 2 weeks, right? And then the next day it was already the circuit breaker, right? And so I'm home for 3 weeks now, and I think my family sees me way more than ever before. And I've been home working on my research, etc.
That I think in Singapore, a lot of us are staying with our parents, so we kind of enjoy like family time more. Unlike our friends who are in like Malaysia, Indonesia, they are like stranded or locked down in the city that they work in. They cannot be back. They cannot be spending their time with their family, with their parents. So I must say, it's still lucky for us to be with our family at this trying period.
And talking about being with families, I think actually one of our friends here, she must be missing her husband who's Indonesian
Yeah.
and stuck. He's Indonesian and he's back home and she's here in Singapore. So, Lyn, how are you coping?
Try to be fine about things because both me and my husband Isan is also a freelance performing artist. He plays for the Jakarta Symphony Orchestra or Jakarta City Philharmonic. Yeah, so he plays double bass and that is his rice bowl. So same time, because Jakarta, when at least for us, we are very lucky because we had a notification or we had like a time frame before our government said that they will implement certain measures. Like for them, it was just boom on the spot. So they didn't have time to prepare, and of course all the jobs are cancelled because orchestra. There's a lot of people. Sometimes the number of people playing on stage is more than the people coming to watch the music.
Yeah.
And yeah, for us, so me and my husband, ever since we were dating, we had a long distance relationship. So even before, we are fine. But you see, at that point of time, it was just long distance, and we have this thing at the back of our head, like I can see you or I can fly to you at any time, any day when we want to. But then now, because of the virus, it's a no. So I cannot go even if we want to. So it's just this mentality or this reality that we are in now that is like bordering or yes, I miss my husband very much. And this year we were supposed to have Hari Raya together as husband and wife, or bulan puasa. I have always wanted to buat sahur for my husband. It was like very nice. I don't know. It's just this feeling because like a lot of people, even growing up with my Malay friends, they're like, imagine macam nanti kita dah kahwin, kita bangun sahur and cook for husband. I mean, yes, I cannot cook, but at the same time also I can always order in for my husband. But then now that's not going to happen.
Kau cari apa Bada? Garam dengan gula ke?
Tidak, tadi on off.
No, I think it's a connection.
Okay, no. Because I'm ordering egg. So macam...
Okay.
Oh, betul lah. Jadi aku nak order makan untuk suami aku, kau order Mac.
Tapi aku tak macam mana? Siapa nak orderkan aku?
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's very clear from this just little sharing amongst four friends that we are all dealing it in different capacities, and trying to find ways to cope. So maybe what is to end this recording, because we know we're going to talk more after this, what is that message of hope, because this is something we're going to share on our on our social media. So anybody would like to start? Any messages and well wishes?
Yang tua dulu yang tua Rafil.
Okay lah. I would like to say that it's the worst nightmare that we could get now is to stay home and go out. As much as we dread this from happening, it's happening now in Singapore, and we need to play our part to just stay home as much as we could and go out lah, yeah. Out, then stay safe, be responsible to yourself, to your family, and then like in terms of survival for us fellow freelancers, I think your saving helps. And also, be hopeful keeps you sane lah. I've always been hopeful. I'm hoping that this pandemic is under control by our government. It's going to be over soon. And it's we can do this together. So yeah, I can only be hopeful at this moment.
Thank you, Lino. Bada. Bada is below.
Yeah, Bada is also below. It's here.
Bada is.
But I'm here. I'm up there.
Oh, in my screen here.
Yeah, it's okay, Bada, to be. Yeah, okay. So
just stay safe. Try to comply as much as you can. Like go out only to do essential stuff. Because for me, I need to go out because I got to settle my.
Hilang lagi.
Belum sampai lah tu McDonald.
Yeah, so
Dah kasih rumusan pun ada gangguan.
kan. Hai, macam-macam gangguan lah. Battery low lah apa. Yeah, so to all our okay, my suggestion, I know macam we are still unsure towards macam mana korang nak dance and everything until end of the year and everything. Download this app. It's body conditioning app. There is try to do at home as much. Yeah, then you will see like you are still utilizing your body at home, right? Yeah.
We should do this one day.
Yes, we should do it and record it.
Yeah.
So there we go. We have Bada reminding us about fitness.
Yes.
And he's eating McDonald's. Okay, Lyn?
The oxymoron of living under this.
Yes, how about you, Lyn?
I think correct what Abang Rafil says about being hopeful, because I think when people are stuck in a situation, human beings or whatever, they always talk or fret about the negative things, like, oh my god, I cannot go out to buy this stuff, I cannot this, I cannot that. But then what can you do at the current moment? You know, for me, I think it's good to start self-reflection, because I don't think so. Where else can you get the time in this world where you can wake up at 10 or 9 even to, you know, not have to worry to dress up for work or go somewhere where you don't really want to be. I mean, yes, we all have work, it's essential, but at the same time, sometimes we don't want to, you know, we don't want to go to work, or we just want to be home with our family. So now when you have the time, it's really where you should reflect on yourself, buy a lot of books, like somebody, you know, start reading, pick up stuff. But also at the same time, I just want to add, you know, you also don't have to have this pressure of being productive, because I've seen like everybody was like, oh, I'm going to start this workout body regime, and I'm going to start eating healthy. You know, you don't have to. Sometimes doing all this needs the right mind and right energy. So just take this time to relax. You know, if you want to binge eat, watch Netflix, all the more you should, you know, don't have that pressure to, I want to make something out of this Saturdays. You don't have to. Yeah. For me, this advice is just, you don't have to. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's important for us to keep ourselves sane, because I don't see myself staying at home for like 28 days. So it's only like what, the third day today? So I really hope that something, I'm like, one thing is every day you get new directive, new measures, new news, number of cases going up. Then like, we really hope like in a week or 2 weeks time, positive things are going to be reported in the news.
Yeah. And as for me, you know, I think it's also very interesting that today I just realized that I'm the only one non-essential in my family. Meaning to say,
me too.
Yeah, because both my mother and my sister are nurses, so they are frontliners. And then after that, my father and my second brother are in the aviation services, so they are still working. And one of my youngest is actually taking temperature checks. You see, so I'm the only one who's, you know, well, I like to think that I'm essential, but you know, in this framing of the COVID virus, I am non-essential, so I will do my part.
But essentially lucky.
Yes, to essentially be home. Gitu.
Yes.
Yes.
To hold the fort.
Yes, to hold the fort. Anyways, thank you so much. Yes. So kita have actually, interestingly, we have gone to Friday. So this is actually the 10th of April. And so thank you so much, my dear friends, for sharing. And I think people need to know.
Don't forget, tomorrow is public holiday. Don't log into your work.
It's today, no? Today is Friday. Hey, happy Good Friday.
Guys.
Happy
Easter.
No, Easter is on Sunday, but happy Good Friday to all our Christian friends, and we wish them
Yes.
happy holiday. Even though you are at home at this moment in time, know that we are all also home,
Yeah.
and we also will be be in spirit with all of you. So take care, and let's chat soon. Bye.
Bye.